Hello, everybody, and welcome to Angels News. We are here every Tuesday, and we have a lot of things to talk about, like every Tuesday. I'm Rakefet Beka. I'm a spiritual guide and teacher for practical channeling. And we have on Sundays, we have the weekly message, and then on Tuesdays, we talk about the Angels News, about how to take those messages that we receive on Sunday and bring them into action into our life, how to use it in our life and to understand the meaning of the message that we got. So I'm waiting to see you joining me and tell me that everything is working well. You can hear me and you can see me. Actually, it looks like the internet is good, so I'm just gonna start talking about all the major changes that we have now at this time. So first of all, if you have seen the weekly message this Sunday, so Yocheved talked to us about the changes that are happening now, and she told us that at this time, what we need to do in order to be able to receive the new vibrations that are coming now, we need to help the body release the old vibrations. Now, if you remember, we are going through a process now that in that process we are actually changing the way we look at things, with the way we look at our world, and we were told to stop looking at our world from the old perspective, from the old mind, and to look from a new eyes, from new perspective, and to make sure that when we are looking at the new vibrations, we understand that we have the old method, the old thinking, and to make sure we are not letting our mind go back to that old thinking, the old mind, to understand the situation, but instead we are telling ourselves, okay, I see that this is the thinking that I'm used to, the old thinking that I'm used to, but I'm going to put it aside. I'm going to look at the situation from the new mind that I'm now building, and in a new perspective. So we were told that about 3 weeks ago, and the week before that, we were told also to make sure that every time we have an emotion, that we see that this is emotion we already dealt with. We have those things that the lessons that we already dealt with. We need to look at it and say to ourselves, okay, I'm not that. Okay, I already dealt with that. It's not me anymore. I'm not going to let myself feel those feelings again, because I understand that I've finished that process now, and I'm now looking from a higher level, a higher perspective. And I understand that those emotions that are now raising, is just because I want to be recognized that I've finished the process that I've been going through with those emotions, and I now look at it from a new perspective. So when we were doing this process, they were telling us, make sure you're putting aside the old mind, make sure you're putting aside the old emotions. And now they are telling us, we want you to take care of your physical body. So we have the emotional body, we have the thinking, we have our mind. And now they're telling us, we want to make sure that you are taking care of your physical body. Now, when we have all those vibrations coming to us, by the way, if you're joining me now, please say hi so I know who is with me, because I see people joining, but I don't know from all kind of places, so I don't know who is with me. So say hello, and you can share with friends, and you can tag friends, and I'll be happy to see who is with me now, because I see people joining. So back to our subject. So when they told us that we need to release the emotions, not emotions, the vibrations that we have in our body, they actually told us, look at it as your body is a cup. And if you're pouring water into that cup and that cup is full, you can keep on pouring water, but then it will not, it will just, I forgot the word for that. Well, if it's full, you cannot feel it anymore. Okay, you understand what I mean, right? So when they told us that, they are saying, this is your body. Your body have all those old vibrations in you, and now we are sending you new vibrations. So you need to release the old vibrations. Now, how are we going to release the old vibrations? We need to discharge the energy in our body, because the vibrations are energy in our body, and they are actually affecting us, and they're making us feel that sometimes we feel that we are sick, we are sad, we are tired, we want to just put the blanket over our head and go to sleep. So they tell us you need to discharge the energy in your body, because you want to let go of those vibrations, so you will have place for the new vibrations to come into your body. Now we'll talk in just a few seconds. We'll talk about how this process is so important for our nature, for the entire humanity. Okay, so they're not just telling us because we are feeling now that we are weak or empty or frustrated because of something. No, they are telling us to do that because of the process the entire globe is now going through. So they're telling us you need to release that energy. You need to let go of that energy. Okay, discharge the energy in you. Here, I see you now. Thank you for saying hi. good to see you, Angela and Anna. So they're telling us you need to discharge the energy. How are we going to discharge the energy? I'll tell you a few options. If you have more, just write them down so we will have more ideas. So they tell us you need to move your body. So you can sing and you can jump and you can dance and you can scream, okay? And you can run and you can ride the bicycles and you can just take a walk and you can just shake your hands, shake your body. You can laugh. Laughter is really good. You can laugh and you can just everything that give you an expression to the energy that is in you. You can even do art, okay? So everything, all the things that will make you feel that you are discharging the energy in you will be good, because then the new vibrations will have a space to go inside our body. Now, why is this so important for the entire world? And okay, obviously I understand why it's important to each person individually, but we remember that we are doing this process not only just for us, we are doing it for the entire world. So why is it so important? If you have seen last week, the week on the Angels News, I actually did live together with Karnitzo about the time that we are now in, and energy that is happening at this time. And we were talking about how strong it is that the energy that is now coming to us, the new vibrations that are now coming to us, in order for the ground, for the earth, for Mother Earth to receive those energies, we need to channel those energies in our body. So that means that when we receive those vibrations, we are channeling in our body those vibrations. They are going through a transformation that is related to how we feel. So if we are in low vibration, we are affecting those vibrations. And then when we are walking on planet Earth, we are actually releasing those vibrations into the ground, into Mother Earth. And the earth, the nature is actually reacting to the vibrations that we are sending them. So the process that we are doing now to letting go of the old energy, the old emotions, the old mind, the old vibrations is actually important to the universe, because the new vibrations that are coming to us are so high. So we need to understand how to reflect them out of us and how to actually transmit them into the ground. And when it's going in our body, the vibrations are changing to what we are feeling. So if we are in a high energy, if we are happy, if we are calm, or anything that is in good vibrations, we are sending good vibrations into the ground as well, into the Mother Earth. But if we are in low energy and we are feeling sad or down or whatever it is, we are actually adding those vibrations into the vibrations that we are going to send into planet Earth. So when we are thinking about it, we really understand that all the process that we are doing now, it's not just for us individually, it's not just for me as a human being. No, it's for the entire humanity, it's for the entire globe, it's for the entire planet, because the nature, the planet is actually receiving the energy from us, okay? The planet is reacting to us. Nature is reacting to the energy that we are sending to it. So I don't know if you know, but here in Israel, we actually had two earthquakes at the end of this week. And when Kani and I talked about when to start the process that we're going to do to start next month, well, we were supposed to start that process of healing the Great Rift Valley on the 20th of January. And we didn't because we had some issues, family things that we had to take care of, and we postponed it to next month. And then what happened was that on the 21st and on the 23rd, there were two earthquakes here in Israel. Now, luckily, no one were harmed, but then it got me thinking, okay, so we were supposed to start a process of healing that great rift, and then the earthquake, both two earthquakes happened in a few hours, and we were thinking about it. Okay, we didn't start what we have to do, but then I asked the angels, so how come you let me postpone it if it was so important, if you knew that it was going to happen? And they told me, well, no harm is done. We just wanted to show you how important it is, and everyone is okay, no one was hurt. And they said, we would just want you to know how important the process that you're going to do is, how much effect it have on planet Earth and on the ground and on Mother Nature. And you need to know that what you're doing is important. So when we are receiving those messages, we so many times we think that they are giving us the messages just for us humans, but no, they're giving us those messages because it affects the entire globe, it affects the entire humanity and the planet. And they said it a few times because they told us that we're going to do the process with the Intergalactic Council. And you should have thought about it then. I should have thought about it then, that what they have to do with us. And it's not just us, it affects everyone, it affects the entire globe, so the entire planet actually. So they are telling us that we need to remember that process that we are doing now, receiving the energy. In order to receive new vibrations, we need to discharge the old energy, the old vibrations, by moving our body and letting the old vibrations just release them from our body. So one of the things they were talking to us about is that in these 2 years, we were actually really narrow, and we had a lot of limitation, a lot of restrictions, and we were really narrowing our limitations. And the reason that we are doing that this thing happened to us, is in order to show us the process that humanity is doing since we have started being here on this planet. So at the beginning we knew how to work with nature. We used to enjoy nature, we used to listen to the nature, we used to check the weather by looking at the skies, and we used to work with the sun and work with the wind and work with the moon. But then what happened was that we started using nature for our benefit, and we started destroying nature. And then also humanity itself started narrowing our the limitation. We started putting restrictions on ourselves and starting telling ourselves we need technology in order to receive something. Now, it's not that the technology is not a good thing. Technology is an amazing thing and really help us be open to the world. But in some way, we put limitations on our mind by saying we need that. It's like we cannot exist without those things. Now, it's not true, because we've been existing before we had all those things. Well, we live completely differently, but there were humans on this planet. And when we are starting to show ourselves the process that humanity is going through, we understand that we're starting putting limitations on ourselves and telling ourselves, this is what we need to do. This is what I need to do. And we have a lot of need and I have to do this. I have to learn. I have to get married. I need to have a good job. So we put a lot of limitations on ourselves and a lot of titles that I have to do that. Okay. And now what we are going through is actually to open that again. We're going to open that, but before we can do that, we need to see how narrow it is already. So this is where we are at now. We had 2 years that we had a lot of restrictions, a lot of limitations, a lot of things that people told us we cannot do. And we thought that our life was open. We thought that we can do whatever we want, but then someone put those restrictions on us, and we looked at our life and we had to stop everything to look in our life and ask ourselves those tough questions. Am I doing what I want to do? Am I where I want to be? And I need to stop and ask those questions, because only then I can see the limitations that we have put on our own life. Okay, so other people put those limitations on us so that we can check the limitations that we put on ourselves before they put those limitations on us. So I hope I'm being clear here. If not, I'll say it again in other words, okay? I see your questions. Let's see. Okay, so Angela, you're asking how often do we need to release the old energy and for how long? So first of all, as much as possible, at least once a day, for 10 minutes to release the energy, because they're saying it's good to do it at the beginning of the day or the end of the day, or both if you can, because this is going to influence the rest of the day. Okay, and they're saying that there are some people in the world that the morning, when it's morning there, it's night in the other side of the world. So we are taking care of one day, the 12 hours, and then the other side of the world is taking care of the other 12 hours of the day. So it's good that we are doing it in the morning and in the evening, but if not, if we can do it just once a day, so in the morning will be good, and about 10 minutes will be great. Is breath work also a way to release the old energy? What do you mean breath work? Do you mean like rebirthing, or do you mean just breathing? Can you write down what did you mean exactly? Just give me an example, okay? So I'll make sure that I'm giving you the right answer to it. Okay, so I started saying that at this time we are actually influencing the nature all the time. So it's not just at this time. Humans influence nature. We are the one that are putting the restrictions on us, and we are reacting to those restrictions that we are putting on, and then nature reacts to us, because when the vibration is going through our body, we are sending the energy, the new vibrations into the ground, and then the nature react to us. And when nature reacts to us, we need to remember that we have to do a lot of inner work. So we are bringing the energy as clear and as pure as possible. Okay. Angela, you're asking about breathing very fast techniques. They're saying that it's not precise, because it's not really letting go of all the energy that is in your body. They're saying that there are some cells in your body that are not taking part in that, although there is oxygen in all parts of your body and all cells. But they're saying that it's just there's about 20% of the body that is not taking part in this. So this is good, but you need some more practice and more releasing of the body, okay, to really shake it out of us, I guess. Okay, so when we are doing the process with nature, when we remember that nature react to us, we need to remind ourselves that there's a word in Hebrew. We are saying human nature. I guess it also can be in English. We're saying it's the human nature. So human nature can change, and then the nature is reacting to human. Okay, so it's nature, human, nature. The human is changing his nature, and then nature is reacting to human, and it goes back to us. So when the nature reacts to us, it can also clear things from us. It can help us let go of things, can help us release things. So sometimes when it's raining, pour raining, it's helping us, humanity, clean vibrations from us, cleaning the all the limitations, all the restrictions that we have put on us. And it's time for us to listen to what needs to be clean at this time. So I know that now at this time here in Israel, it's winter, it's very cold. I don't know if it's cold where you live, but here it's very cold. And I don't feel like going out and dancing in the rain because it's too cold. So you can do it indoors with the heat on and still let go of those emotions. And we need to remember that nature is helping us, clearing the vibrations out of us. And when it's raining, it's actually Mother Nature is helping us, doing the process that we need to do, showing us this is a part of the things that need to be done now at this time. So I said before that we are having a lot of vibrations coming to us, and when those vibrations are coming to us, the vibrations are coming to us, there's a lot of fear sometimes that is raising, and we need to remember that we are holding one another, we are influencing one another. And if we are scared, we need to find those 2 or 3 people that will be our community and will hold our hands and help us see the good and the unconditional love that is around us, and to choose to look at those things and not to be afraid, because that time that it is now a nature reacting to those vibrations, we really need to pay attention to the vibrations that we have, and we need to help each other. We need to remember that we need to help each other. Now, we are now in a lesson of unity, and because we are in a lesson of unity, we have all those opportunities to choose whether to be united or to be separate. And I think the corona is an amazing example for that, because the virus, the COVID-19, is showing us actually this major lesson that we have. Because I don't know if you got the vaccine or not, but it doesn't matter. But here in Israel, there were so many people talking about it, because people in the same family, some got the vaccine, another didn't. And then there were a lot of arguments between people, and people that were trying to force their opinion on one another. It doesn't matter which side of coin you're choosing, people should respect one another. And it was very difficult, because this lesson of unity is showing us that we need to find a way to respect one another, even though if we disagree, even though we don't understand why that person is choosing that thing, I'm going to respect him. And we have an opportunity, and we will have more opportunities. Okay, some people might think it's difficulties, but those difficulties are going to be opportunities to choose to be in unity, to choose to be united, and not to let anything separate from us. And because this is such a strong and important lesson, what we are going through now is all those isolations, the lockdown that we had, and every person that was around someone that is have COVID, so you have to be at home for 10 days and don't meet anyone else until they get well. So even if he doesn't have anything, so the separation is really big, because they're telling us, well, you're in a lesson of unity, but we're going to put you separated, each person in his own house. Even in your own house, you need to be in a separate room from the entire family, from your kids, for so many days, because this is the rules. So we have so many opportunities now to choose to be united, to choose to look beyond the feelings that we have now, beyond the fear, beyond the stories that people around us tell us, and remember that we are in this lesson of learning how to be united. Now, I want to say one more thing that is important about the process that we are now in. We are going to do the process of healing the Great Rift Valley from south to north here in Israel. And it's going to be also broadcasting in a closed Facebook group. So if you want to take part, you can join us here. And I wrote in the post I put there the link so you can join us. And at this time, what we are going to start is actually a process of seeing our self, all the religions, to see that we are all the same. Because religions are actually some of the, unfortunately, some of the things in religions separate us from one another. Okay, so if I in this religion, another person in another religion, we are separated in so many rules. Okay, whether it is what we eat or what day we rest or who is the prophet that brought the prophets to us. And when we will get to the point that we will really be united, which we are talking about at least 20 years from now, but I'm going to talk to you about it because we need to remember that we are going to be one religion, and we have a long way to get there. When we will be in one religion, what we will remember is the basic. And the basic is unconditional love. The basic is to make sure you're taking care of yourself, you're loving yourself, you're loving nature, you're loving your friend. There is a word, there's a saying in Hebrew that says, um, love love others like you love yourself. But when you read it in Hebrew, you can read it in so many ways that you need to say, well, how can you love someone else if you don't love yourself? Okay, so love someone else, love your friend as you love yourself. So first of all, you need to love yourself, then you can love your friend. Now if you love your friend, you need to find a way to love yourself again. So it's kind of a circle. I love myself, I see myself, and I understand my needs, and now I can see my friend, and I can stand his needs and to respect his needs, and then it comes back to me. So this is the basic. This is the new religion, the one religion that we will all have together, is remembering the unconditional love and understanding how to talk unconditional love, understanding how to think unconditional love without any limitations, without any um, I forgot words today. Yeah, no words. Okay. I forgot all the words. Wait, I will tell you because I have the dictionary open with me. Without any conditions. This is what I want to say. So without limitations and without conditions, we're going to feel unconditional love. We know what it feels like. We know how to think it. We know how to talk it, and we know how to feel it. So this is going to be one religion for all humanity. And nature, we will learn how to be good to nature and how to receive and to give nature at the same time. We will be good to nature, and nature will be good to us, back at us. So this is the process that we are starting, healing planet Earth, healing the energy that is actually going through that rift, and that rift is it's the rift also between the religions, since we are going to heal, and we are going to heal it by healing the ground, and at the same time healing religions, at the same time healing the hearts of people in the entire world. So if you feel that you want to join us and to be with us at this process, I invite you to join us, because we really have an important job to do there. So I'm going to put the link here also, and you can really feel free to come and be with us. Let's see that you have a question here. Wait. Okay, can you please tell us more ways to release the old energy? Dancing, laughing, jumping, what else? Okay, sure. So dancing, laughing, running, shaking your body, um, running, I said before, you can any kind of sport, first of all. Okay, any kind of sport. It can be kickbox, it can be everything. Okay, and it can be also art. As I said, you can paint it, but you better do something more than that. I mean, if you're painting, you need the entire body to be within it. So maybe painting with your hand and with your legs. I've done it before with my kids in a festival that I've been with, and it was great. It was fun. And then the entire body is in that process and not just your hands. You're not doing it with that. And laughing is really important. Laughing, crying as well, singing, okay, shouting. Just go outside and shout. Okay, this can help as well. Okay, well, I see that our time is up. Let's see if there was anything else that I had to say and I forgot. Yes, one more thing. Yocheved, she came to us on this weekly message. She said that she had to let go of a lot of things, and she let go of the right to be a mother for Moses. But she did it because she needed to save her son, and she knew also that he had a part in saving others. So she told us that sometimes we need to let go of the decisions that we have in our mind about who we need to be and how we need to act, because there is an influence about how we will act on other people. And this is something that we are now actually in Israel now doing a whole week about inspiration and about how to learn who I am. So we are talking about letting go of the old me. Okay, so I'll say it in just a few sentences because it's important and it is related to what we're talking today. When we look at ourselves, if I ask you who you are, you know who you are because you've defined yourself by all the things that you've gone through in life until this time. So you can say things like, I'm a mother, I am working I'm working as a teacher or something like that, or I'm a happy person, I'm a healthy person. You will say all kinds of things about yourself that you have learned about yourself until this point. But now we are going to a new world and we are new. And we're new now. We are building ourselves new. So we need to let go of all the definitions that we had about ourselves until now. Even though if those definitions might be good for us, we need to let go of them because we need to be ready to learn new things about ourselves. And then if I'm not letting go the definitions that I've decided about myself, the things that I decided, so I'm not ready to learn new things. And sometimes if I'll ask you what you want to learn about yourself, you will say the things that you know from your mind that you need because who you know you are. But then I want you to think that there are things about yourself that you still haven't discovered, and there are abilities that you have, each one of us have, that we still don't know that we have. Our soul remember those abilities, and we still haven't discovered them again. We still don't remember them. So I remember that, and when I was a little girl, I used to dream that I fly, that I fly to school. I was walking on air to school, and now my kids are having those dreams. It reminds me because I remember those dreams really clearly. And when I woke up, I was still thinking, well, I already went to school today. What am I doing in bed? It was the dreams seemed so real to me. And every time when I used to ask God, when I was little, I used to say, God, can I fly? And I got the answer, yes, but you don't remember how, so don't try it yet. And when I grew older and I asked them this question again, I saw something else. I saw myself walking through walls, and I asked, can I do that? And they said, yes, but you still don't remember, so don't try it yet. But you need to remember. You will remember. And this is the kind of thing that I'm talking about, because if I define myself by who I know I am until now, who I've been until now, I can't walk through walls and I can't fly yet. But it's yet. Okay, yet. I probably can, but I just don't remember how. So I need to learn those new abilities about myself. And I'm talking about all of us. So we want to put the old mind aside, the old restrictions, the old definition, to put it aside and to be ready, to be open to learn new abilities, new definition, new things about ourselves. The new opportunities that we have to learn are just around us all the time. We just need to make sure we see those opportunities and we're taking them. Okay, wow. We talked about so many things today. So thank you so much for everyone that have been here with me. Please share, please share. Oh, I see, Angela, you also have dreams in which you are flying. It is real. It is. That's the thing. It's not just a dream. I know that it's real. I used to dream it every night for I think about 2 years. So we do know how to fly. We just don't remember how. But it's fine. We will remember eventually. So please share, please tag friends, and join us on this amazing healing journey. By the way, there's also a meditation to heal the ozone layer. If you want to do it, I did it in a really simple price, so people can join and do that meditation, because it's also a message that I got. It's in English. It's in English. I had it translated. I translated to English and recorded it as well. So if you want, I'll put a link for it as well here. So thank you so much. Please tag friends and bring them to hear the amazing messages that they are sending us, and they're just really helping us going through that way that we are now in. Thank you. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you again on Sunday on the weekly message. Bye.